Jason from Blue Weather, coming with your hurricane update. If you would like this video, subscribe below. Blue Weather is also on Facebook.com. I wanted to do this video this morning because the two GSF models, the regular operational GSF and the legacy model, have been showing Invest 96L possibly impacting anywhere from the Florida to Carolinas, but it's actually on the models been trending west. If that's the case, you cannot rule out that it could go through Florida, go into the Gulf waters and strengthen again, and hit the Gulf down there. And see, we've been talking about this because in 2004 was a very, very bad hurricane season for the Florida area. Everything kept generating around Florida or going towards Florida and hitting Florida. And I know Florida and the Carolinas, the East Coast area, there was over $31 billion in damage at that time. And this year's kind of starting out very similar to that year, and that was a pretty bad hurricane season. I think there was over 6 hurricanes that year, plus the tropical storms. Even one time where a tropical storm and a hurricane hit Florida within 22 hours. That's the first time in history that's ever happened in the same day. Now, let's go ahead and get into this, and I'll show you where we're talking about a western trend. This is the GSF model from midday yesterday, and you can see over here in the Atlantic where that low pressure is. That is the potential hurricane that could happen. I've seen it on these models get as high as a Cat 3, but like I said, it's way too far out to tell right now. And you can see there on the evening run yesterday, it was a lot closer to the coast. Now watch it this next time. This was from last night. A whole lot closer to the coast. Now where I stopped these images at was right before they turn and go out to sea. Now obviously all of these 3 images would stay out to sea and only have impacts on the coast for the most part. And the actual hurricane will never touch land. But see, it's trending west. So if that happens, it could either hit land on the East Coast or, hit Florida and go over towards the Gulf. Now, like I said, we'll just be watching this extremely closely. This here is the legacy model, and you can see it has it pretty close to the coast. Now watch it on the next run. This was midday yesterday. Now watch it on the next run, even closer, just like what the GSF operation model did. And then midnight last night, you can see it actually showing a direct impact of hitting Florida. Like I said, if it did that, it would hit Florida, go across Florida, and then go into the Gulf, then could possibly re-strengthen into another bigger hurricane, so we'll have to, watch it. A lot of this impacts on timing because, we got a trough coming down as a cold front comes down. Obviously if that trough being down through here would help keep it out to the ocean. But one of the things I noticed on the GSF model was that by next weekend, it approaches Florida, but it would still be along the coast up by North Carolina a week later. So if that was the case, it has time for the cold front to move out, high pressures to move around, and then, it could go into land at that point. So we'll just have to watch this very closely. And one thing to note, too, I've not seen the Euro calling for this, so we'll just have to see. But it's not the first time the GSF model has seen a hurricane before the Euro. Now, these is a blend of, this is the GSF ensembles, a blend of the GSF several times. And you can see kind of where it's showing that it could possibly turn to miss land. But like I said, these models have been trending west towards land. So I just wanted to update you on this. Could be a big deal, might not be a big deal, but you can't ever take these things lightly, especially when we're heading into peak hurricane season. And this thing's showing that it could get a Cat 3 or bigger storm. So I had seen data to where it could possibly be a Cat 1 hurricane within the next 5 to 7 days. So that's just what we're looking at. If you would like this video, subscribe below. Blue Weather's also on Facebook.com. Thanks. You guys have a wonderful day.